Welcome to Bloodyflixx. I'm your host Pete.
And I'm Kyle, and we talk about all things bloody.
This is our top 10 Leprechaun kills. And we're going to review and talk about our favorite kills and give you the top Bloodyflixx best kills for Leprechaun franchise. So here we go. We want to do all. Honorable mentions. Alright, 3, Jen, from Leprechaun Origins. She gets axed to a face by her friends. You want to explain these a little bit, or?
Yeah, sure. Leprechaun Origins, which is actually the movie made by WWE, which is by far probably the worst because it has nothing to really do with the Leprechaun, in a sense. They're trying to get the Leprechaun to go through the chimney, and they're using Jen as kind of bait to kind of get him to come out, and the other friend's got an axe and it's going to kill the Leprechaun when he comes through. So the Leprechaun catches on and knows what they're doing, so he actually grabs Jen and shoves her head through the fireplace, and her friend swings the axe into her face. And yeah, it's pretty gory.
Alright, another honorable mention.
We got Rose from Leprechaun Returns. She's actually the sorority, I guess, leader, and she's got this golden spade from when she was doing gardening, stuff.
It was it was like made covered in like fake gold into a trophy.
Yeah.
Like sticking out of a hot fire.
Yeah. So the Leprechaun it gets knocked over on the ground, it's sticking up, and the Leprechaun trips her and she face plants onto it, and it comes out through the back of her head.
That's actually a really good kill.
Yep.
Alright, another honorable mention is Fazio, Leprechaun 3, and cut in half with a chainsaw. And you said this is where he's in a magic box?
Yep, because Fazio's a magician, and the Leprechaun gets him in the box, where they saw the beautiful girl in half, except the Leprechaun really does it with a chainsaw.
That would suck so bad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, now those are honorable mentions. Now we're going to our top 10. We're going from 10 to 1. So, starting with number 10, Bloodyflixx's Leprechaun kills is?
Number 10 is from Leprechaun, the first Leprechaun, and this is actually the Leprechaun's death himself, and I call this one F.U. Lucky Charms, because as you know in the movie, Alex gets the 4-leaf clover and uses a piece of gum in his slingshot and shoots it into the Leprechaun's throat. And as he does that, he says that, F.U. Lucky Charms, but we're going to keep this PG-13 for you. And the Leprechaun starts melting and falls into the well. And Nathan throws a barrel of gas down there and lights a match, and the well explodes, killing the Leprechaun for good. Or does he really die?
I don't know. There's 8 movies, so does he die?
Yeah.
I don't know. Alright, number 9 on our top 10 list is titled Sexbot. This is for Leprechaun 3, Mitch, Electro. Okay, we're going to keep this PG-13, so Electro effed by a robot. Let's put it that way. So, little bump and grind.
Yeah, Mitch thinks he's going to have sex with a woman. Well, she ends up being a robot. And while they're engaged in this act, the Leprechaun finally decides to show Mitch what she really looks like, and she's a robot, and the robot basically electrocutes Mitch in the middle of sex.
So most sex bots are lifelike. I personally would know, but you never know. Alright, number 8 on our top 10 list.
So number 8 is Kowalski's death from Leprechaun 4 in space, and I call it Shake Hands with the Green Guy. Because in this one, they never use the name Leprechaun. He's just known as an alien. And the space soldiers at the beginning of the movie blow the Leprechaun up. Well, Kowalski decides to celebrate the victory by pissing on the Leprechaun. And, pissing on his dead body. And you see this little green thing kind of zap him in the nuts. Well, later on in the movie, Kowalski and his girlfriend decide to have sex. Another sex death. And so he starts getting turned on, and the Leprechaun comes out of his pee hole. That's what, and kills him that way.
They do have some inventive kills in these.
Yeah, like I
this
said, the
franchise.
kills do get more creative as they go along.
All right, number 7 on our top 10 list. It is titled Lights, Camera, Decapitation. This is from Leprechaun Returns, and this is where Matt is decapitated by a drone, which we have if you watched our previous video. Leprechaun is riding a drone, flying through the air, and decapitates Matt with the plastic drone. It's cool, even though it's kind of dumb at the same time, but yeah, so that's number 7 on our list.
All right, number 6 on our list is the Barista from Leprechaun 2. And I call this one, I Like My Coffee Bloody. So, in Leprechaun 2, the Leprechaun, as you know, he got drunk earlier at the bar, and he's trying to sober up, so he goes into the coffee shop, and the barista is actually kind of giving him crap for being a leprechaun. So
Leprechaun walks into a bar, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not
yeah. So the Leprechaun decides, well, I've had enough of this crap, so he basically stabs the barista in both hands with some forks under the table, and he takes the coffee steamer and turns it and steams the barista in the face with it till his face starts melting. Which actually, the barista is played by Big John himself from Halloween Kills. And
I
Stewart
didn't know
from
that.
yeah, and Stewart from Mad TV.
Stop!
Yep.
Stop!
Yep,
See, Big John or Little John?
he was Big John.
I got so confused in the movie. Anyway, back to our movie. All right, where are we at? Number 5?
Yep.
Number 5 on our top 10 list is titled Going Green. This is Andy from Leprechaun Returns, and sliced vertically with a solar panel, one of my favorite kills, just because it's kind of cool, actually. So he's at the house, they're having a competition with Leprechaun, and previously in the movie, him and this girl that he had slept with, arguing about he's not doing right, he's doing it right, no you're not. Well, Leprechaun makes the solar panel fly. I mean, this is a huge solar panel, slide off the roof and actually hit him from top all the way down and split him exactly in half. So that's how he ends his fate. So
That sucks.
yeah, not putting that bad guy back
Yeah,
together.
yeah,
So
Yeah.
all right,
All right, so number 4 is Ian's death from Leprechaun 2, and I call this one motorboating. Because, yep.
did you motorboat? I feel it. Did you motorboat? You motorboat this.
So if you've seen the movie, Ian takes Bridget, the most annoying person in the whole Leprechaun franchise, out on a date. And after they're done, he thinks he's going to get laid. Because, he bought her them chili dogs, and he just thought he was
Nothing
gonna
gets you laid like a chili dog.
Yep. So Bridget turns him down, and she goes in the house. Well, he starts walking, to leave, and the Leprechaun decides to play a trick on him. So the Leprechaun pretends to be Bridget out in the garage and convinces him to come back in, and she takes her top off, and of course she's naked, topless there. Well, we see it as her being, topless, but in reality it's actually 2 lawnmowers turned facing up with him with the blade spinning. So he just pulls his face in there and gets his face all chopped off. So that's why it's called motorboating.
I've had beer goggles a few times. I think we all have. I've never once pictured a woman, and it really was blades to a lawnmower. Never been that bad. My goggles were never that bad, put it that way. I just the fact that you're buying a girl a chili dog. Like, hey babe, you want to go to McD's? Get two for $1 sandwiches. What can? Like a chili dog, really?
Yeah, and he even does it. He goes, well, what about those chili dogs? So, he's like...
If I gave her gas, I had to go inside because she would explode.
Yeah.
I mean, poor girl. I don't think you feel very sexy. You're like, oh, baby. I don't know, but... All right, on my list is number 3.
Yep.
Number 3. Okay, this one's titled Papa. And it is by Leprechaun Returns. And this is where Ozzy... he meets his fate and dies, which is really sad because he's a good character. And the Leprechaun returns comes out of the well, and Ozzy ingests some of the green goo or whatever the heck it is, body fluids from Leprechaun in him, and Leprechaun re-emerges and comes out of his chest. So it's a cool kill, sad death for Ozzy, but cool but weird at the same time. Because, like... 1 minute he's okay with playing all bloody, playing with his organs and stuff. And what was the line he says in there? He has like a catchphrase. He has not a catchphrase, but a little line he says. And 1 minute he's okay to be bloody.
Oh, when he comes out of Ozzy, he sees his reflection in Ozzy's eyes, and he goes, "When did I become so good looking?"
That's it. And and then later on he's cleaning his buckle off his shoe because he doesn't want intestines on it. So it's kind of funny. But that is number 3 on our list.
All right, number 2 on our list is Loretta's death from Leprechaun 3. And I call this one, "What a Load to Explode."
Are we talking about chili dogs again?
This is a different kind of explode.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So, Loretta, played by Caroline Williams from Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, she, in this movie, they kind of ugly her up. She's supposed to be, ugly looking, and she finds one of the leprechauns' gold coins, and she makes a wish to be beautiful again. So now she's supposed to be sexy. Well, the leprechaun decides, okay, well, I'm gonna make your boobs bigger, your butt bigger, and your lips bigger, to the point where she explodes. And as she's getting ready to explode, the leprechaun grabs a umbrella, opens it, and it's like, "I smell rain." And then she explodes, and then he says his one line, what a load to have to explode. What a lovely lass, till I blew up your ass, and now I must hit the road."
Yeah, his catchphrase was just corny but funny. I think that if it was without the catchphrases, then Leprechaun wouldn't be such a cool character. All right, number 1 on our list is titled "He'll Bounce Back in No Time," and is Joe, shop owner in Leprechaun 1, and he gets pogoed to death, which is the favorite of us. And when you first see this back when it came out, I mean, it was just unique. I mean, it was so simple too. The videotape him pogo sticking, and the guy gets smashed. But the whole time he's just having fun. Doing, 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 doing. It's such a fun, unique kill. And of course he says lines like,
"This old lep, he played pogo on his lung," and then he's like, "I'll teach you to steal from a leprechaun."
yeah, it's a fun kill. It's like not really the most gross, but he does go to town with them on the pogo stick. So I don't know, it's just something cool like that that's unique. So, but anyway, that is our top 10 Bloodyflixx Leprechaun kills, and hope you enjoyed it. And until next time,
Happy St. Patrick's Day, and also stay bloody.